So we're in the research phase to try to validate his concept, understand more what his customers are looking for, what motivates them, trying to dig into some of their buying habits and time of day, things on the menus that they like, so that we can have just a better idea and better insights as we start to suggest changes and suggest the next steps moving forward. We had started with a customer list that he provided, had a few responses on that, but went to Facebook, went to his fans. He's got about a little over 1,000 followers on his Facebook page, so we started asking them to help us out, and the response has been really good. We've got, I think, 90, starting to get some good data and some good feedback to work with.
A name is often really important for a brand, especially in the restaurant industry, because it can create so many perceptions in a customer's mind about what they can expect to receive when they visit your restaurant. And as Dustin mentioned in the article, if your name doesn't align with the restaurant concept as a whole, and people, one, it might not even attract them to your restaurant, but if they do enter your restaurant and the experience is different from what they imagined or what they had expected, and there's a lot of maybe confusion there, it can create some subtle frustrations for them, or just unmet expectations. That's something you want to avoid when you're naming any business, really. The naming challenges is something definitely we want to be looking into for Springfield Diner, and seeing where the concept goes after we're gathering this feedback through the surveys, seeing if there's any adjustments to the concept, and with that, what sort of maybe naming strategies we can use to better align where Önder wants to take his restaurant, the concept as a whole, customer expectations, and just the overall experience, make sure that's all aligned. Yeah, it's provided a lot of insight into what Önder's customers like about his restaurant, what keeps them coming back, how often they're visiting, things that they like about it, things that they don't like about it, just providing a lot of insight into that. We also asked them about the concept. If it were to change, would they continue coming? If it were to change in one direction or another direction, would they see themselves still visiting? We asked a good variety of questions to help gather as much insight into figuring out if this concept is working, how it needs to evolve, and hopefully that'll give us a lot of good knowledge and insight as we go through this process.
Just as far as feedback, one of the questions we asked is there anything that could be done better or any areas for improvement? And I think a lot of times you don't get to know those types of things from your customers, so just having an anonymous avenue for people to mention things that hit them the wrong way or bug them a little bit or kind of keep them from fully engaging with the brand, I think it's going to be really helpful for Önder. I think something like 90% of negative feedback you're never going to hear it. So I think giving people that opportunity, and it hasn't been very negative, but just things that they would like to see improved or changed, I think it's going to be a huge benefit for him in building his restaurant.